What is up, guys, and welcome back to Itzkeisha Uncut here with the fresh and wavy content. I feel like I haven't said that in a minute. I promised you guys that I would be posting once or twice a week. No, I actually didn't. I said once. It wasn't twice. Don't push me now. Because obviously I'll be posting on my main channel as well. So, putting out so much content, it just feels insane for me right now, but hopefully that will change. Hopefully my schedule will change and I can start getting more and more content for you guys on both channels. Yeah, we have returned. We've gathered here today on this channel because I really want to go ahead and talk about something that I find very mind-boggling. I kind of want to mix two different topics into one video. I want to talk about Ayo Edebiri. Love her down. I want to go ahead and talk about how she is the perfect black awkward girl. That's a niche genre in which I feel like it's getting more and more popular. I think a lot of people believe that all black women should be a certain type of way and that you should look a certain type of way, your hair should be presented a certain type of way, your outfits. People believe that you should have the same vocabulary, that you're all built from the same cloth and you all come from the same neighborhood or background or family, and it's that just makes literally no sense whatsoever. I also want to go ahead and talk about how people feel like Ayo Edebiri is not black enough. I'm so tired of these conversations, but it's definitely being had right now, and I want to go ahead and give you guys my honest thoughts and opinions. So yes, I love Ayo Edebiri. I think she's actually, her background is she's from Barbados, isn't she? And her dad is Nigerian, so don't know, love that. Oh my god, I haven't said done. If you're from the UK, then you know what "done know" means. That is old school slang. Don't know why that just came out of my mouth. Kind of just gave myself the ick. Can you come back from an ick? I think you can, I'm a living testimony that you can come back from an ick. I'm sure I've given people the ick. They love me in the next 2 hours. Some people take some a little bit longer, maybe 2 business days, but still, okay? And also, I think there's some people who I've spoken to have actually come back from an ick, but it's gonna take a second, that's for sure. I love Ayo Edebiri. I think that she is a breath of fresh air, and she is one of the ones to watch, specifically in the acting realm and acting space. She is doing amazing things, and I'm not just a supporter of her because she's black, but I think that is a big factor too. She is a black girl, but she is, woman. That's not, she ain't no girl anymore. She's a woman, a grown-ass one at that. I kind of forget her age sometimes because she does act quite youthful, but not to say that if you're in your 20s you're old, but no, I mean you get what, girl, I'm not gonna explain myself, okay? Anyways, I love Ayo Edebiri. I love the projects that she's in. I feel like I've tuned into the vast majority of them. I would love her to do a lot more comedy stand-up shows because I know that she kind of implemented that in her career at a certain point.
I thought cool people who smoked weed called themselves weed heads, so off to a pretty rocky start. In New York, all my friends are driven, accomplished women in media, and all my friends in LA are unemployed male podcasters. So a lot of them have access to weed. I
can imagine her schedule is scheduling right now, but she is so funny, and her sense of humor is a little bit different from mine. It's more dry humor. It's more sarcastic humor. Is she being for real, or I don't know, there's something about her delivery in which you can tell. I don't know, there's some people who you can just tell are blessed with a God-given talent, and if I went to school with her, I feel like she's one of those girls who probably didn't know their potential, or who knew they were creative but wouldn't have gone for something. I don't know, because I remember watching an interview of hers where I think she did drama school, right? She did drama or theatre or something like that, and then a teacher came up to her and really bigged her up and encouraged her and everything. And that's why it's good to have good teachers around you who can remind you of your potential and the things that you offer in several spaces. And I think with Ayo Edebiri, she is a breath of fresh air, as I mentioned, because she just doesn't take herself too seriously. She hangs out with the guys, she hangs out with the girls, she doesn't put herself on a pedestal, and we don't know too much about her. And that's the right amount in which we need from a celebrity. I think a lot of celebrities are hopping onto every goddamn podcast and revealing such private things about themselves in which we didn't need to know. I could have gone without knowing this information. With Ayo Edebiri, yes, she has a bunch of different interviews out there, but I think that she is not media trained, which I also really do like. I know it kind of sounds contradicting, but then again, it's you don't need to have, okay, when people go on podcasts, the problem with celebrities going on podcasts is they say the wrong thing that has us looking at them a little sideways, and it's how did you not think before you said that? And also, if a lot of these podcasts are not live, they're not, people are not watching it right in real time, right? It has to be edited, it has to be watched over again. A lot of these people are more than happy with keeping certain information in there, again, which the public could have done without knowing about, okay? She could be media trained. It doesn't come across as media trained to me. It comes across as hella awkward and comes across as like, okay, well, I've been given this platform, I'm just gonna use it. And I kind of like that. And I feel like Ayo is literally an awkward girl. I think that she would probably describe herself as like an awkward girl. She's an awkward black girl. And I feel like that is a genre in which I'm actually living to see. Not every black woman is loud. Like, let's just be for real. Let's just talk about these stereotypes. Not every black girl is loud and has an opinion on everything. Some people are more like, oh, I'm more introverted. I'd rather speak when spoken to. And again, there's nothing wrong with the type of black woman you are, whether you are outspoken, loud, or whether you fit into the stereotypes. It just is what it is, right? But I'm just trying to let you know that there is another genre of black women that exist out there. And I'm so happy to see Ayo doing the goddamn thing. She's booked and she's busy, and she's also inspiring other people, black girls around the world, that, hey bitch, you might be awkward as hell, but girl, there's no reason why you can't sit with me, why you can't be here with me too, achieving all these great things. Like, she was doing SNL a couple months ago, and I loved it. I love the skits. I'm not really like an SNL fan. I don't know, it got a little bit boring. Just gonna say it. And I felt like they just got random people to host just for the sake of it. I don't know, it felt very funny at one point, and now it just feels very businessy, clout-y. But then again, I get it. I guess it's the climate we live in, all right? But there's only some skits that like I'm actually cackling at. And like I mentioned, with Ayo's sense of humor, it's so different from mine, but it's still something that I can appreciate. And I think it's her awkwardness that's actually helped her get to where she's at right now. She's awkward in the sense where it's like a lot of people can kind of live through that. Like, a lot of people can sense the awkwardness through the screen. And me saying that she's awkward does not mean that she's not confident, by the way. I think some people are just kind of like, I don't know, like, I don't know, I can't explain it, but if you know, then you know. Like, just because I'm saying she's awkward does not mean that she's not confident, and that, or that she couldn't fill up a whole room or fill up a whole venue and serve and give body and give poses and write out lines for comedy shows. Like, that's not to say that at all. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, there's not a lot of celebrities who are impressing me at the moment, who I feel like are captivating me and scream Hollywood. And the thing is, I wouldn't say Ayo Edebiri screams Hollywood, but that's kind of what I like about her. I mean this in a sense where it doesn't always feel like everything looks perfect. Things just look like, oh, you just happened to capture me and I was out with my friends, I didn't know the paparazzi. Like, things don't look staged. Things don't look like it was planned, practiced, rehearsed, I paid for paparazzi. No, it just gives very much authentic, and gives very much, if you see me in my outfit isn't up to par with like how other celebrities have their street style, then so be it. I chose to leave the house like this. That's the kind of energy Ayo Edebiri gives me. That was pretty much my point and what I was getting at. Sorry if I didn't do a good job at explaining that. It's the fact that she just kind of like came out of nowhere for me. I don't know where she started from, but I know where she's at now. And I'm a fan. This is gonna sound crazy, but I don't think she can do anything that's gonna piss me off. Like, I know she made a comment about J-Lo. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of context. When it was announced that Ayo Edebiri would be hosting the SNL alongside J-Lo, a lot of people, for some reason, as they do, they went digging and found a clip of her talking not so nicely about J-Lo, and then that clip resurfaced. It was pretty much her basically saying, today I was actually thinking about one of my favorite scams of all time, because J-Lo is performing at the Super Bowl halftime show, she said. Her whole career is one long scam. Edebiri went on to add, well, that's the thing, she thinks she's singing on multiple tracks, but it's not her. I think she thinks that she's still good, even though, like, she's not singing for most of these songs. So that was pretty much the comment that she made. She did go ahead and apologize. J-Lo forgave her and said she's gotten that comment since the beginning, so it didn't really affect her. We were all thinking it. Like, that's the most problematic thing that she's ever done, apparently. Depends who you ask. And then she made an apology to J-Lo, blah, blah, blah. Girl, you were better than me. I'm joking, let me stop it. But anyways, I like her because she hangs out with everyone. She will be seen everywhere, but not in a way where it's like, bitch, you call the paparazzi. No, it never gave that. She's on like one of the biggest shows on Disney Plus, which is oh my god, I was gonna say Yes Chef, I mean The Bear. Where they typically say Yes Chef. And she's doing the goddamn thing. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know where she came from, but it's bloody brilliant. I love the fact that she serves. I love the fact that she is everywhere. She's been everywhere this year. She's been doing SNL. She's been just out and about, attending different events. I'm like, okay, girl, whoever your agent is, they are agenting. And I love that for you. And that to me just like reminds me that you need to have a good team behind you. Like, I know we spoke a couple months ago now, is it, about Normani, and the video of that title was, did I say the video of that title? Other way around. The title of that video was "It's Time to Be Honest About Normani," and I gave you guys my honest thoughts and opinions about Normani, and that was over on my main channel, by the way. And that still stands. I do think behind every talented being, behind every popular figure we see, whether it be influencer or whether it be musicians, celebrities, right, is a great bloody team. Team that's working overtime, who's booking you all of these things. I always doing the goddamn thing. Whoever is your team, keep them, because they're not like shoving you down our throats excessively to the point where it's like, girl, we need some time. You know, because there's some celebrities where it's like, is it just me, or I feel like I'm seeing you every 2 days, sometimes every 7 hours, and it's like, bruh, please, no. Like, I don't know, sometimes we get exhausted, you know, as the people. We do get exhausted. We're like, oh my goodness, like, why are you here? I feel like the algorithm is shoving you down my throat. This feels paid for. Anyways, yeah, so she just seems like likable, and just seems like she's friends with everyone. Like, she's just there to have a good time, and then deuces. That's kind of the energy it gives me. Kind of gives the vibe of like, okay, well, I'm here, and until I'm not here anymore, you guys can just like me or choose. I don't know. She doesn't seem like she's trying too hard as well, which is something to be admired, because I think a lot of celebrities nowadays want to be liked by everybody, and it's not that she doesn't care, because I think that hate will get to anybody, but I don't see much. That's a lie. We're gonna get on into the hate and the criticism that's later on in this video, right? But I love that she came out of nowhere. I love that she's killing it, and she's at every flipping award show. I'm like, yeah, you better sweep. Do you remember the episode That's Raven where they had to sweep? And I feel like a lot of people often, now we're gonna get, can we dig deeper? Also, this shirt that I'm wearing right now is actually a little bit too tight, especially in my arms. I'm like, damn, bitch, like, I don't girl, this shirt is, anyways, but it just kind of matches the vibe. It's kind of going, I'm kind of going for like office siren bayonetta glasses. Let me do a quick outfit update. Actually, I'm wearing Christmas pajama pants. I'm not even going to show you that. I'm wearing this shirt, which is actually from Bershka. I probably should have sized up, because my goodness, if I move, my glasses is actually vintage. Is it? I think vintage Christian Dior. Vintage, darling. And that's pretty much it. My earrings are, oh lord, when it comes to accessories, babes, they're from all over the place. I just be finding them in my bedroom like, damn, bitch, did I even pay for this? You know what I mean? It's a joke. Calm down. But yeah, that's pretty much like my mini OOTD, because the shirt is cute. The sizing though, I'm about to explode. Like, you know that episode, you know, in White Chicks, now things get really interesting here, because Ayo Edebiri, she's killing it. She's seen out and about a bunch of different events and stuff, and yeah, people now believe that there's two things, right? They believe that she isn't black enough. I'm sorry, but I'm tired of black people having to prove their blackness or their black card. Like, shut up. Just shut up. No one gives a flying F what you think. You need to go and sit down, and you're probably projecting. Who cares? I don't. Who actually, in the grand scheme of things, gives a flying monkey? Wait. What do you mean she's not black enough? You just should not be talking. Pipe down, babes, all right? People believe that she's not black enough. People believe that she's never around black people, and it's like, you need to open your eyes. Maybe you need to go Specsavers and request another eye scan, because, bitch, the things you're seeing right now is not what I'm seeing. With and without glasses, let's be very clear. I hate when people do that. You have a black woman rising, doing the goddamn thing, and maybe she's in movies with a lot of white co-stars. What do you want her to do? Be like, oh my god, no, I don't want them around me. I want black people. Do you know how that sounds? Do you know what that would look like? Saying that she isn't black enough for you, it's like, okay, girl, well, who cares about what you think, bitch? To the left, like, whoa. People saying that, you know, she's the type of woman to only date white men. Sorry? We don't know much about Ayo Edebiri. And even if that was the case, how is it your business? I hate when you feel like you've gagged someone and you feel like you clocked their tea, when it's like, no, bitch, where is the evidence? Bring it. Where is the receipts? Let me know. Like, a lot of people just be finding problems when there is no problem. She is like one of the most non-problematic, minds her business type of girl. Especially in a climate where everybody is clout chasing and wanting to be the center of attention. She just keeps it pushing. She's not really that active on social media. When you see me, you see me. When you don't, bitch, I'm cool. Tell me that's not Ayo Edebiri. yeah, I mean, to say, oh my god, we're going to revoke her black card, you to still have that mentality is actually tapped behavior and very childish, actually. I don't think the problem here is Ayo. It's probably you projecting. Maybe you've been told that you're not black enough. Well, girl, I see it. I'm joking. I'm not going to even like play into any of that. A lot of people genuinely believe that they have her life figured out, that she only dates white guys. Even if that's the case, then sure. But then again, we've never seen her pop out with no goddamn man. Like, we've never heard, oh my god, Ayo is dating this person. My lord, I thought I was invested in celebrities and reporting on them for my job or whatever, but Jesus, you guys just do it and don't even be getting paid. Yikes. I hate that whole conversation of like, oh my god, you're not black enough. They did the same thing to KSI. They did the whole thing of like, oh my god, this person's an Oreo, just because their vocabulary is not limited. And they typically think, oh my god, black people will have limited vocabulary, which is just not the case. But we're not going to sit down here. I know most definitely I'm not going to sit down here and tell you about black people, because babes, I ain't got to do that. You need to go out and explore and live a life. Go and touch grass. Be around black people to know, oh my goodness, you've been closed-minded and ignorant your whole goddamn life. I'm sorry, I'm so passionate about it, because it's like time and time again we've had this conversation where people love to do the whole thing of like, oh my god, this person's not black enough. They're trying to be white. What? Why? A lot of people who do not love themselves, who do not love their skin, who hate being black, wouldn't embrace wearing natural hairstyles. That's pretty much a lot of the times what Ayo Edebiri has going on. It's box braids, it's her afro out, you know, it's extensions which are kinkier textures. Now, of course, as she wear the wigs, the weaves, sure, duh, but and of course everyone's allowed to switch it up, but to say that somebody hates being black or she looks like she would rather be white, all of these statements which are just so ignorant and just so false, in my opinion, is bizarre when the evidence is speaking for itself. See, I can pull up the receipts, bitch, but where's your evidence at? Like, there's several photos of her with her hair out in a natural state, embracing it, even if it's to like red carpets and stuff like that, where people would typically hide it and go for a more easier kept hairstyle, or, you know, all of these things that we've heard before. Like, even Kat Graham, who plays Bonnie on Vampire Diaries, has expressed that, you know, her natural hair was damaged, or she didn't embrace her natural hair because a lot of the times it was just wigs. But even in Bottoms, which is a movie she was in, she was wearing an afro. So don't like being black where? And unfortunately, it is coming from black people themselves. You know, it is, if I'm being honest, from my own two eyes, from what I've seen, it is coming from majority black people being like, oh my god, she is just like trying to be white, or whatever that means. And it's like, okay, where's the receipts? Did she say this? Did it verbally come out of her mouth that she doesn't like being black? It doesn't give self-hate. I don't look at Ayo Edebiri and think that she doesn't want to be black. She is more than proud of her background, her being from Barbados, her being from Nigeria as well. Like, some of you guys just be talking for the sake of talking and for the sake of virality. Shut up. Nobody cares about you. Your parents don't. Hence why you're here. Waffling, spitting venom just for the sake of it. She's better than me though, because I'm not gonna lie to you, my clapbacks, depending on what day of the week it is, bitch, I would go off. Like, no, like, I get it, you should ignore trolls, you should ignore, but sometimes, just sometimes, depending on what day or mood you catch me on, I will go to war with you on the internet, and I will not stop until I feel like you finally got the message. Because the thing is, here, when it comes to trolls, is a lot of people don't actually believe what they're saying, but they want you to reply back to them. So then once you give them a little bit of satisfaction, they're kind of like, oh, you replied. Hey, I'm a fan. Like, a lot of people don't actually know what they're saying. And that to me sounds like a mental illness. That's how I know you guys are just like, you got nothing better to do. How are you going to go for Ayo Edebiri out of any celebrity? How are you going to go off at her? What? What are you talking about? Also, oh my god, this is gonna piss off some people who generally believe, oh my god, that she shouldn't be like, oh my god, she's only likes white guys. I would love to see her in a rom-com with Paul Mescal. Also, I was watching Smile 2 yesterday in cinema. Absolutely brilliant TV. Can I say TV even though it was like on a movie screen? You get what I mean, okay? Probably one of the best movies I've watched in a few years. I'm going to put that out there. It was great. Shout out to Naomi Scott. She was a leading actress and she killed it. The Emmy, I smell an Emmy. I smell it. She's also another lady. I want to say the one to watch, but she's also been in like really big projects. Like, she did Aladdin as well. So I guess, but she's still like the one to watch in my opinion. But then again, when I say one to watch, I don't mean like their careers are just starting off. I mean like people who like, they're here. but like the whole world doesn't know their name just yet. Like people are still getting familiar with Naomi Scott's Game. People are still getting familiar with Ayo Edebiri, okay, our favorite Irish. If you know, you know. Also, fun fact, I can't wink. I literally cannot wink. So try and rewind to like what, 2-3 seconds ago where I tried to wink. It literally looked like I was about to be constipated. Anyways, yeah, so I was watching Smile 2, and obviously before the film there's trailers, and I saw the Gladiator trailer and I thought, my goodness, Denzel Washington's in this. It's going to be a goddamn good movie. I need to watch Gladiators. I think it comes out sometime this month. It sounds like promo. It should be, because my goodness, I love all the actors in that movie and I can't wait to watch it. It should be sponsored, okay? I saw Pell. That was rude. I saw Paul Mescal and I was like, didn't he say, sorry, it just got me thinking, like, didn't he say that he would love to do a rom-com with Ayo Edebiri? Randomly. Like, out of any single actress, he was like, I would love to do a rom-com with her. She just seems so likable. Shonda Rhimes, we need you for this, because if we're going to talk about execution, in Shonda we trust. That sounds crazy. That sounds like a cult. Shonda. No, but seriously though, in Shonda we trust. Shonda has done it and will continue to do it. But no, seriously, I would love to see a rom-com between Paul Mescal and Ayo Edebiri. He requested it, so we're just going to go ahead and go with it. That could be really exciting. I think that she's got a bright future ahead of her, and I do speak highly of people. I think people just think that, oh my god, you always got an opinion on something. Yeah, that's not going to change. But the opinion doesn't have to always be bad or negative. And also, just keep it real. Okay, today I just feel very strongly about Ayo Edebiri, and not in like a, oh my god, I have a crush on you way, in a way where it's like, bitch, I love to see it. Like, it feels like you're my sister, even though you don't know I exist. Then again, we're not that close though, are we? Because I'm from the UK, you're from Northern Ireland. Let me stop it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. I feel like I've been yapping for a long time. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on Ayo Edebiri. Do we love her? Do we not? Well, not we, don't put me in it. Anyways, guys, I'm going to sign out of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys real soon for a brand new video. Bye.